Oh, hey there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy sea...
With that, Toma's resided on Rito for quite some... If you run into any problems here, just talk... Good.
All right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter...
Pharisees,
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for pure... My apologies, but I'll have to ask...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Whew. So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have your documents and proof of identification ready.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Yuri. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf.
That's not how you haggle!
All right then, as you wish, Mr.
Much ob-
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's a...
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here,
Then they'll milk them for all their...
exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home, the most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills. I see. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this... Okay.
Really?
Connections come at... In fact, I like to do things in a way that...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man and...
Why do I get the feeling... Here's the situation. As I touched upon, recently things seem to have... The head of the association is called Caris...
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Please have your documents and proof of identification ready.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How boring.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for...
The Sakoku Decree certainly makes things difficult for it.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku Decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is... those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for our... Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't...
Is it?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no... It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever... Fontaine...
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since... If I remember correctly, our usual...
Got it! We're...
How boring. Which one should I choose?
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? They're wasting their time.
Hey, what's...
Get out of here. Go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
Documents and proof of identification ready.